It's your best program on television, reaching you from the best TV station, that's TVC News. Mayor Akipelu, the All Progressive Congress, they had it so bad in Zamfara State.
I'm happy for APC in Zamfara. I'm really happy for them. What I'm happy for them was because Senator Marafa and his supporters did something that is not right. You know, even when you had disagreements within a family, it's not reasonable for you to pull the house down because you didn't get what you want. So, but they did that, and everybody suffered for it in Zamfara. You know, they just donated the state to a party, to PDP that thought there's nothing for us here, and they won at all levels by default. But now, I think both of them have realized that because Marafa and Yari just made up their mind that they were not going to have anything to do with each other. So we have to.
Sworn enemies.
So we have to congratulate Governor Bunu for having the skill to be able to convince them to bury the assets and work together. Because the only way, you know, when something is your state, it's not advisable for you to say that if I don't have it, nobody will have it. You understand? Even 20%, even 40% of something is better than nothing. So now that they have reconciled, I know that means Zamfara will go back to APC. But the person we should congratulate and is Bunu, because he seems to have the skill to bring people back. If you remember, just a couple of days ago, the APM members in Ogun State House of Assembly have now come back to APC, which means that the crisis, because you know that was a crisis that was at the time that was ongoing. There was also a crisis in Ogun State APC where the governor, you know, though his supporters went to APM and contested on APM, and he had to be suspended. You know, it was lifted, and all his members are back into the party now. So it shows that Bunu is doing something right, and if you can continue like that, then next election will be good for them. Because the major problem they had was this infighting in different chapters. Even in Oyo State, Jide.
Yes, in Oyo State now, I learned that the gladiators, they are talking now.
They are back. You see, but they still have Rivers, they still have Kwara. The worst crisis in the APC today is in Kwara.
Yes, we are looking for time.
Yes, we'll do it on Thursday. The worst is Kwara. And May Malabune has his work cut out for him because they must be able to resolve things even before the expiration of his caretakership, which will precede the national convention of the party. So he has to find a way to reconcile Rotimi Amechi and Senator Magsabe. These people were good friends.
Okay, Babajide, I've just been told that we have Governor Abdulaziz Yari on the line. Thank you for calling in, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
So tell us, how were you able to do it?
Actually, you know, in 2018 primaries and the general election of 2019, we had very serious disagreement. And that disagreement, I think, is not in my but the interest. And now, I think the election is over. So as a people and party, we need to move forward. So many discussions, left, right, center, within the party, outside the party, elders, everyone is concerned about the issue that we need to come back together so that we can open a new page and continue with the relationship as a people and as a party. So yesterday, we met with the National Caretaker Committee headed by the Governor of Yari, and each and every party understand that our being together is paramount and important than being in different groups or classes. That's how we started in 2011. We came together and then we worked and then we succeeded. And as well, despite the issues in 2019, also we succeeded because the people understand where we are heading to. But at this point in time, we need to come together more than any other time. One, if you look at our party performance in every ramification, there are issues. A situation whereby we have the issue of insecurity, which we have been singing that we are going to ensure that we read out of it within short time of Muhammad Buhari's tenure in Pakistan. But unfortunately, because of so many reasons and so many sabotage, we cannot be able to do it. So, and also, if the party, you didn't give the security to the people and the other opponents are accusing or campaign economy against you on what you say you can perform as a general, and you didn't get it correct, and the other sector of the economy and the well-being of the party people as well challenges left, right, center, and then you are also disarray within the hierarchy of the party in the state, then it's going to be tough for us to see if we are to make it. But I know our coming together, inshallah, we are going to make a very huge difference. Our people are there. They don't get anywhere. Largely who are the right voters, they are there for us. And when they saw us together, they will be more happier and they will be more confident in the future of what APC is going to look like as a prospect.
Were there concessions made in the course of the meeting?
No. It's not about the concession, because you see, it's only that when you have the party start talking of anything. We didn't discuss anything. Nobody said I'm interested in this. Nobody said I'm in that. But we realized that both there's errors and mistakes that happen within the process, because some of us accuse the government and the party that they were never attempt to bring us together like this when the problem is on the ground.
Okay.
Had been an attempt to do that, definitely we have not get to where we are. So some of them said they cannot even do apology because the party is supposed to know that there's an issue. So what is it take? What cost is in to call these great people on the table, sit down with them, and then tell them, give them a marching order as a party that this is what we should go and do as a leader. We will not afford to have any issue when we are there. We have the steam governor, we have everything there, and then and we know. And the end of whole everything, whether it's senator, whether it's governor, on the zone is one seat, in the state is one seat. So let's go and do it rightly, so that those that lost, they should be thinking that they have future in the party. But party did not do that, and no one do that on the side of the government. So some of the people accuse both parties and government that maybe they're not interested in APC as a party. That's why they allow such things to happen. Before the hearing of the technical chairman. So many people, they open up and say of their mind. But the most important thing is coming together as a people continue to work for the party, for the success of the party in the
Thank you. You would have lost some ground in Zamfara State. There's a PDP government there now, and across board, the House of Assembly and everything. And I know it's going to be more difficult to actually get your party together to the way it used to be before. But I want to thank you.
Let me tell you, the history of the process, if you can read the history from 1998 to date, is not PDP. So PDP is not an issue to us.
Yeah, Julian said it earlier.
Because the issue is when we voted for a governor in 2007, he decided to go to PDP because of our neighborhood with the era then. People said, no, we didn't vote for a PDP. So they combined in 2011 and sacked him. And NPP returned. So the issue of PDP is not an issue. You didn't win even election. We didn't win election, say you decamp. Because whatever say, people will follow you. We know what all happened. So our coming together is a wake-up call to PDP, and they know that that is not their place. So please don't worry about that one. We're home and dry.
Okay. Thank you. Former Governor of Zamfara State, Governor Abdulaziz Yari, and one-time Chairman of Nigeria's Governors Forum.